There are thousands of physically challenged people throughout the Middle East. Their disabilities are the result of many years of war and oppression, poverty and disease, and some of the poorest living conditions on the planet. Here, as in much of our world, the physically disabled often struggle through life with no help and no hope. They are some of our poorest citizens because they are often unable to work, to provide for themselves and their families. They must rely on others for their most basic needs, and often they must be carried wherever they go. The United Nations estimates that more than 100 million people are physically disabled worldwide, a staggering number. And of these, many millions cannot afford a simple wheelchair. But there are good people in this world, people who care enough to lend a hand, to help their neighbors who otherwise cannot help themselves. The Wheelchair Foundation is dedicated to the sole purpose of providing free wheelchairs to people worldwide who cannot afford one. In 2 years, the Wheelchair Foundation has delivered over 60,000 wheelchairs in more than 90 countries. One of the keys to the success of the Wheelchair Foundation is in their partnerships. Mr. Sohel Modarresi is a member of the Persian Center, a San Francisco Bay Area organization dedicated to helping their less fortunate brothers and sisters in Iran. Recently, he and other members traveled to Tehran to bring a little hope and a lot of help to the physically disabled. People paralyzed since birth. People who have lost their legs in automobile accidents. People with crippling diseases like polio. People with injuries as a result of war.
14 years ago, this man was during the Iran-Iraq War, he walked over a landmine.
Accompanied by several civic leaders from Berkeley, California, and with travel coordination provided by Mansour Hariri of Cyrus Travel, the group was able to distribute 480 brand new wheelchairs in less than 4 days to Iran's most needy people without regard to age, race, gender, or religious affiliation. For many recipients, it was the first time in their lives that they were able to move on their own, and their gratitude transcended all language.
Very grateful about
This young man showed his appreciation by painting a picture showing himself sitting in his new wheelchair. Unable to use his hands, he painted it using his teeth. People working together in partnership, providing hope where there was despair, giving the gift of freedom to move on one's own, empowering our brothers and sisters with mobility. The Wheelchair Foundation thanks Sohel Modarresi, the Persian Center, and all the people who so generously contributed to this worthy effort. Your dedication to hope, freedom, and mobility is truly changing the world.